So I wanted to start on Tuesdays doing videos that are called Tuesday Tips for Success, for different things that I'm reading and that I'm researching for weight loss, little things that can help, little things that help me immensely. So I'm going to start this Tuesday's tip off with what I think is honestly really seriously key to weight loss, and it's a food log. I think this is so important, and it really becomes super clear just how important this is when you have a week that you don't lose weight, like I had last week. So what I did is I went back through my food log, and what I do is I record everything I ate. And then what I do is at the end of the day, I calculate the calories, the fat, the carbs, and the protein. And then I do a percentage. Let's see if I can show you. This is kind of messy. This is really scratchy, but then I do a percentage of how much of my calories came from fat, how many calories came from carbohydrates, and from protein. And that way I can kind of guide what it is I'm taking in and break it down and figure out why I didn't lose weight a specific week. It's really important. I can't stress that enough. I mean, it is a pain, it is a chore, but it's a lifesaver, because had I not been writing this down, I would have no clue what I did wrong last week. And so it's key. It's really, seriously, it only takes a couple minutes to write it down. And once you get the hang of it, because typically most people will eat the same kind of foods that they enjoy over and over. So once you've calculated how many calories and fat and you break it down, it's very easy then to obviously copy that information over to the next day. So if you eat something regularly, like for me, boiled eggs are like a staple. I love boiled eggs. They have tons of protein. They really fill me up. And if I'm really craving something, if I eat a boiled egg, then I feel much better. So something like that, I just carry over from day to day because I've already looked up the information. So what I'm going to do, if you guys are interested, I got this log off Activity Record. I got this off, I was watching, I think it was Anderson Cooper, that's what it was, talk show, and there was a lady on there speaking about, I don't even know, to be honest with you, I don't remember what it was about, but they had her copy of this food log on their website. So I downloaded it, and then I shrunk it down to 50% so that I can make it a little tablet, which is just more convenient for me. You don't need a big, huge page. So I just broke it down to 50%. I made 2 per page, cut them in half, and made them into a little tablet, so that's just easier to work with. Another form I have that I've had for years and years. This came from The Biggest Loser book, and it's the same type of situation, but it tells you how to calculate your fat and your carbs and your protein. I will go into this a little bit more in depth for next week, and then next week I'll have this available to you. If you are interested at all in having one of these emailed to you, just message me, send me a private message, and I'll be more than happy to email you this hard copy so that you can print these out for yourself. I seriously think it's key. And then if you can see on the door behind me, there's a little cupcake calendar. I'll take you over to that to show you my second tip. So let's go check that out. Okay, so here is what I set up. I know it's kind of ironic because it has a cupcake on there. That's I know. Anyway, but what I did is I set up a calendar, and I put my start weight and my percentage of body fat, and then every Friday, because I'm doing Fat Loss Fridays, I'm going to weigh in every Friday. What I do is I'm going to calculate what I've lost each Friday. For the end of the month, each month, I think it's really important to put the goal that you want to be. So for this weight, the way I calculated this was an average of 2 pounds a week. So by the end of this month, my goal is to be 179, and then I wrote down underneath it actual weight, and I circled it so that I can gauge, you know, what I really lost, what my goal was, what I ended up really losing. And then I did that for each month. And what I did is I calculated out at 2 pounds per week how long it would take me to lose the weight I want to lose. So for me, that is the end of July, June or July, let me see. Sorry. Month end goal, July, was it the end of July? Yeah, the end of July. I want to be at least at 127. So that is the ultimate goal. So really, I think this is really cool because and you keep it somewhere where you're going to look at it every day. I put it on the back of my bedroom door. I want to be able to see this every day. It's really important to look at your goals every single day, have them facing you. Because then it just gives you that extra bit of motivation, I think. Okay, and another thing I do is on the back of my medicine cabinet in the bathroom, I put down my measurements. It's really important to take your measurements as well because if you may not lose weight that week, but you have to realize that you could be losing inches, and that is honestly more important than losing weight. So make sure to take your measurements all over, and then that way you can kind of gauge. What I've done here in the red is at my lowest point that I'd gotten, this is basically what I've gained back. So I have gained a total of 21 inches overall since my thinnest point of weight loss, which is not good, obviously. So when I take my measurements, I'm going to take them at the end of the month, each month, and then I can gauge on how many inches I've lost as well as the total weight loss, because that's just as important. So I hope that helped you guys out in any way. Again, if you have any questions or if you want copies of these logs, just send me a private message and I'll email them to you with your email address, of course, and then I'll email you copies of these so you can print these out for your use, because I think they're really, really handy, honestly. You might think you know what you're eating every day, but you really, really don't until you write it down, honestly. So thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I will see you Friday.